How could trees communicate with each other? For years, scientists were skeptical about this idea, considering it too fantastic. However, new research suggests that trees can indeed communicate with each other, though not in a way we know. When we talk about trees communicating, we do not mean conventional communication through words or gestures, which we are used to as a human species. In fact, trees use an entirely different but equally complex communication system. This system is based on a network of roots, fungi, and various chemicals that together form something scientists call Wood Wide Web. The term Wood Wide Web may sound like something from science fiction, but it is a real phenomenon. Just as humans use the internet to exchange information, trees use this incredible network to communicate with each other. The basis of this system is something we call mycorrhiza, a type of symbiosis that is beneficial coexistence of two different organisms. In this case, the organisms are trees and certain species of fungi. These organisms, called mycorrhizal fungi, penetrate the roots of trees, creating extensive networks that are capable of connecting trees throughout the forest community. In an amazing symphony of nature, trees seem to possess the ability to communicate with each other in a way that resembles sending SOS messages. When one tree is attacked by pests, it can initiate a communication process. The tree that is being attacked conveys information about its situation by emitting chemical signals into the root and fungal network. These signals move through the network, reaching other trees in the forest community. Trees that receive these signals take action, increasing the production of their own defensive chemicals. This is their way of preparing for a potential attack, similar to how we would reinforce our doors and windows, knowing that a thief is nearby. This is truly fascinating. Trees, which seem so still and silent, actually conduct a complex, subtle communication aimed at protecting their common community. Research conducted in 2012 proves that trees can communicate in this way at least a distance of 30 meters. But why does this type of symbiosis occur at all? Let's recall what symbiosis is. It is the phenomenon of close coexistence of at least two species of organisms. In the case where symbiosis benefits each side, we talk about mutualism. And we have just such mutualism in the case of mycorrhiza. What trees gain from this relationship is quite obvious. They have access to a complex communication network that allows them to convey information about threats and cooperate in defending their ecosystem. Mycorrhizal fungi, which form the Wood Wide Web network, help trees obtain nutrients from the soil. These fungi have thin and long structures, called hyphae, which are able to penetrate the soil at depths and in areas to which the tree roots may not have access. As a result, fungi are able to supply trees with water and nutrients, such as nitrogen and phosphorus, which are necessary for their growth and development. Trees, in turn, provide the fungi with sugars produced through photosynthesis. These sugars are then transferred to the fungi through the tree roots. For fungi, which are not capable of photosynthesis, these sugars are an essential source of energy, as for most living organisms in the world. This exchange of benefits helps both trees and fungi thrive, which translates into the health and resilience of the entire ecosystem. Sending SOS signals is not, however, the only amazing capability of this network. In some cases, it has been found that older, more experienced trees called mother trees can pass nutrients to younger trees that are struggling. It's actually like a community that helps its members in need. This means that damaging or destroying part of the forest can have far-reaching effects on the entire ecosystem, disrupting important lines of communication. The importance of these communication lines between trees becomes especially evident when we start considering possible scenarios. Suppose some industrial activity leads to the removal of part of the forest. This could be the result of tree felling for the construction of a new road, exploitation of natural resource deposits, or expansion of a cultivated field. As a result, hundreds, if not thousands of trees are ripped from the Wood Wide Web network, disrupting the natural flow of information. What would happen in such a situation? Without the trees that previously relayed information about threats, the rest of the forest suddenly becomes much more vulnerable to pest attacks. If the trees at the edge of the forest were the ones that most often informed other trees about approaching pests, their removal would have catastrophic consequences for the entire ecosystem. So next time you walk past a forest, think of the trees as a community that talks to each other. We are Synaptra. We are fascinated. Subscribe to stay tuned to the unknown.